of leading Australia through the tumultuous years of World War II, coupled with his unwavering commitment to social reform, took a toll on his health. Curtin, a lifelong smoker, suffered from heart problems and chronic fatigue exacerbated by the immense pressure of his office. Despite his declining health, Curtin remained steadfast in his duties, driven by a profound sense of duty and a deep love for his country. He often worked long hours, sacrificing his own well-being for the good of the nation. As the war entered its final stages, Curtin's health deteriorated rapidly. He suffered a series of heart attacks and was increasingly confined to bed. Despite the best efforts of his doctors and the unwavering support of his family and colleagues, Curtin's condition worsened. On July 5, 1945, with the war in the Pacific nearing its end, John Curtin passed away at the age of 60, still in office as Prime Minister. His death sent shockwaves through the nation, plunging Australia into mourning for its beloved wartime leader. Curtin's state funeral, held on July 10, 1945, was a testament to the profound respect and admiration he commanded from Australians across all walks of life. Thousands lined the streets of Melbourne to pay their respects as his funeral cortege passed by, a sea of grief and gratitude. He was laid to rest in Perth, his hometown, where he is remembered as one of Australia's greatest sons. Curtin's legacy transcended political divisions, uniting Australians in their grief and their appreciation for his extraordinary service to the nation. Despite his untimely death, John Curtin left an indelible mark on Australian society. His legacy extends far beyond his wartime leadership, encompassing his profound and lasting impact on Australia's social security system. Curtin's vision of a more just and equitable Australia, where all citizens had access to a basic standard of living and the opportunity to reach their full potential, was enshrined in the social reforms he championed and the enduring institutions he helped create. His legacy continues to inspire Australians to strive for a more just and compassionate society. Section 7. A legacy of compassion. Curtin's impact on Australian society. John Curtin's legacy is deeply interwoven with the fabric of Australian society. He is remembered not only as a wartime leader who steered Australia through its darkest hour, but also as a social reformer whose vision shaped the nation's commitment to social justice and economic equality. His legacy is most profoundly felt in the enduring strength of Australia's social security system, a testament to his unwavering belief in the responsibility of government to care for its citizens, particularly the most vulnerable. Curtin's expansion of social security benefits to include previously excluded groups such as Asiatics, Kanakas and Aboriginal Australians marked a significant departure from the discriminatory policies of the past. These reforms challenged the prevailing social norms and laid the groundwork for a more inclusive and equitable Australia. His introduction of new benefits, such as the widow's pension, maternity allowances and funeral benefits, demonstrated his deep understanding of the social and economic challenges faced by ordinary Australians and his commitment to using the power of government to alleviate hardship and provide a safety net for those in need. The White Paper on Full Employment, presented by Curtin's government in 1945, stands as a lasting testament to his vision of an Australia free from the scourge of unemployment. This groundbreaking document articulated a bold plan for a post-war Australia characterised by economic security, social justice and national unity. It recognised that full employment was not only an economic imperative but also a moral obligation, essential for individual well-being, social cohesion and national prosperity. The White Paper's emphasis on government intervention in the economy to achieve and maintain full employment challenged the laissez-faire orthodoxy of the time and laid the groundwork for the Keynesian economic model that would shape the post-war era. Curtin's legacy extends beyond specific policies and programs. He instilled in Australian society a deep and enduring belief in the importance of social justice, fairness, and equality of opportunity. His vision of a society where everyone, regardless of their background or circumstances, had the chance to reach their full potential continues to resonate with Australians today. His legacy reminds us that a just and compassionate society is not a utopian ideal, but a worthy goal that requires constant effort, unwavering commitment, and the courage to challenge the status quo. Section 8. The enduring significance of Curtin's social reforms. The social reforms enacted under John Curtin's leadership continue to hold profound significance for Australia today. They stand as a testament to the transformative power of government action in addressing social and economic inequalities and creating a more just and equitable society. Curtin's reforms were not merely reactive measures to the exigencies of war, but reflected a deep-seated belief in the role of government as a force for good in the lives of ordinary Australians. The expansion of social security benefits to include previously excluded groups such as Asiatics, Kanakas and Aboriginal Australians challenged the deeply entrenched racism and discrimination that had long characterised Australian society. These reforms marked a significant step towards a more inclusive and egalitarian nation, recognising the inherent dignity and worth of all Australians, regardless of their background or origin. They serve as a reminder of the importance of constantly challenging prejudice and discrimination, and striving to create a society where everyone feels a sense of belonging and respect. The introduction of new social security benefits, such as the widow's pension, maternity allowances and funeral benefits, demonstrated a deep understanding of the social and economic realities faced by ordinary Australians. These measures provided a vital safety net for those facing particular challenges, such as the loss of a spouse, the birth of a child, or the death of a loved one. They recognise that a compassionate society has a responsibility to support its most vulnerable members, and that government action can play a crucial role in alleviating hardship and promoting social well-being. The White Paper on Full Employment, with its emphasis on government intervention to achieve and maintain full employment, marked a significant departure from the laissez-faire economic policies that had dominated the pre-war era. It reflected a growing recognition that government had a responsibility to manage the economy in the interests of all citizens, not just the wealthy and powerful. The White Paper's legacy is evident in the enduring commitment of Australian governments to full employment as a central objective of economic policy. Section 9. Curtin's Place in History: A Legacy of Leadership and Social Justice. John Curtin's place in Australian history is firmly secured as one of the nation's most consequential leaders. He is revered not only for his wartime stewardship, guiding Australia through its darkest hour, but also for his enduring legacy of social reform, which transformed the nation's social fabric and laid the foundation for a more just and equitable society. Curtin's leadership was characterised by a rare combination of pragmatism, compassion, and unwavering commitment to principle. Curtin's wartime leadership was defined by his ability to unite a nation facing an existential threat. He inspired Australians to make extraordinary sacrifices, mobilising the nation's resources and galvanising its spirit in the face of adversity. His unwavering resolve and strategic acumen earned him international respect and admiration, cementing Australia's place as a vital ally in the fight against tyranny. Yet, Curtin's vision extended beyond the battlefield, encompassing a deep commitment to social justice and a belief in the power of government to improve the lives of ordinary Australians. Curtin's social reforms were not merely acts of wartime expediency, but reflected a lifelong commitment to creating a more fair and equitable Australia. And his expansion of social security benefits to include previously excluded groups, his introduction of new benefits to address specific social needs, and his government's groundbreaking White Paper on Full Employment all testified to his unwavering belief in the responsibility of government to care for its citizens and create a society where everyone had the opportunity to thrive. Curtin's legacy is not merely confined to the annals of history. His values of social justice, fairness, and equality of opportunity continue to resonate deeply with Australians today. His example serves as a constant reminder that leadership is not merely about wielding power, but about serving others, using the instruments of government to uplift the human condition and create a more just and compassionate society. In an era marked by increasing social and economic inequality, Curtin's legacy challenges us to rededicate ourselves to the ideals of social justice and strive to create a nation that truly lives up to its egalitarian ideals. Section 10. Conclusion: The enduring relevance of Curtin's vision. John Curtin's legacy continues to resonate powerfully in contemporary Australia, serving as